Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another weather forecast here by Age of the Weather Forecast. And we have a major update on Winter Storm Odell. It is actually bringing blizzard conditions. And speaking of blizzard conditions, we have blizzard warnings issued. So quite crazy, as you guys saw. We even have storm warnings due to all the ice. We have winter storm watches, winter weather advisories, and a lot more. So again, a major threat out here, especially throughout the northeastern part of the United States, and is going to continue bringing very strong winds, causing the blizzard conditions, causing potentially power outages, harsh travel, and much more. And we're seeing very heavy snow as well out here to the Midwest, continuing to bring some snow for Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, and Indiana. So this is going to be a major update as it's continuing to bring snow, and it will continue to bring snow all the way up into Friday. So again, we still are not through Odell yet. Be sure to subscribe, guys, if you guys are new to the channel. Really means a lot when you guys support my channel. And again, we are one subscriber away from 2,080. So yeah, we are really moving quite fast. Be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think are also in the way of major winter storm Odell. Without further ado, let's get in this video. Alright guys, so we actually have lake effect snow warnings and also blizzard warnings. So like, we have a lake effect snow warning. That's how heavy this snow is going to be throughout Cleveland and out there near the areas near Erie, Pennsylvania, and Cleveland. So definitely a major threat. But again, we're going to be focusing on the western part of the storm though. Here we're focusing on right here. Like I said, Detroit is going to get snow. And many of you guys don't believe that, especially one of my viewers, Mr. G. Again, like I said, you are getting snow, and look what you're getting, snow. Again, we're going to be seeing snow continue to finish off out here to the South Bend area, Fort Wayne, continuing to finish off out there in South Bend, even out there near Dayton, Ohio. We are also seeing Indianapolis still under winter weather advisory. We also still have Gary, Indiana as well. We have Detroit and Lansing, and all the way up to Toledo. And again, we have winter weather advisories also for the Appalachians, as we'll have a little band of snow moving in here, potentially by tomorrow night. Bring some snow for potentially Boone, North Carolina, potentially closer to Gatlinburg, and maybe even Charleston. Again, we have the lake effect warning, lake effect snow warning. So again, that's how heavy the snow is going to be. Could potentially see some snow squall warnings as well. Again, we have these wind advisories just south. So like I said, we're going to be seeing blizzard warnings. Next thing you know, we have blizzard warnings for Jamestown and Watertown, New York. So again, let's take a look out here. We have Watertown, Fulton, Weldville, and Jamestown, and then we do have Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and winter storm warnings, and then we have Rochester and Danesville under the winter weather advisories. Again, look at the satellite imagery here. If we can pop it up for a second here, I want to so you guys can see basically where it's going here. The mass of basically clouds, and again, it's going to be very dense clouds, as you guys can tell. Because look at the blizzard conditions we're going to be seeing here, actually. We're going to be seeing a huge dense cloud right here because of the blizzard conditions as it goes over lake effect. It's going to be very low visibility due to the winds. And again, it's going to be a very thick wall of clouds. Again, it's going to be a lot thicker out there as we get closer to Ohio and all that. And now we can look at the CEO color here, or geo color. Right here, as you guys can tell, again, very dense clouds right here, especially as we get across Lake Erie, seeing dense clouds. You can even see the separation right here from one cloud system to another. You can see the separation, and you kind of see the top of the system moving out here into New York and Vermont. So again, just cool how you guys can see the geo color in the daytime. So now we're going to be looking at the next hour. Again, look at the radar here throughout the European. We have the NAM WRF. Again, it's going to start diminishing off into Indianapolis. It's going to start moving towards northwestern and much of western Ohio, bringing the worst of the snow out there near Dayton, and eventually into Toledo. Continue to see the snow really start to pick up out there near London and Toronto, even Detroit. It's going to get really heavy for Detroit within the next 6 hours. Very, very heavy snow by around 9 o'clock Central Time, Eastern, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. very heavy snow. So again, really gonna start piling up. And if you've only seen 2 to 3 inches and you're worrying about having 5, don't worry, it's definitely gonna come. And then here we have as this is gonna start crossing Lake Erie and Lake Huron. This is where this blizzard warnings and lake effect snow warnings are gonna come into effect. But again, it's gonna start diminishing off into Indiana. Could bring another inch, really. But look how heavy this snow is gonna be. Incredibly heavy snow moving to Buffalo, New York, Jamestown, moving near Watertown. Also gonna be an effect throughout areas near northern or much of western Pennsylvania. Going to see some light snow showers diminishing off into Erie, and then by the next 24 hours, it will be mostly over. Continue to bring in lake effect snow throughout these areas, so could continue to see a potential big chance for more and more accumulation in the next coming hours right after it. So again, there's also an additional 4 inches of snow just from lake effect after this system here, but again, Odell in the next 3 hours is going to bring very heavy snow for Detroit. Again, it's going to be quite heavy and could accumulate quite fast as well. I've seen this rain starting to convert into snow out there into Cleveland very soon. Mostly rain off the Great Lakes, but again, we're starting to see this snow diminishing off into Indiana. Really just Fort Wayne. We kind of see this most amount of snow left. Again, near Toledo, we could be seeing blizzard conditions there, starting to bring some snow for Toronto. Much of Montreal is going to be getting snow, and Ontario as well. And as we now get into the next 12 hours, again, that's where we'll start to see the blizzard conditions come into effect by really late tonight, especially out there into Canada north of Niagara Falls. Again, closer to Niagara Falls and Buffalo, it'll be quite heavy snow, but not as heavy out there just north. Seeing that snow out there near Erie, Pennsylvania, potentially affecting the far northern counties of Pennsylvania. We're under winter weather advisories, and as we now get into the next 24 hours, again, it'll be mostly over, but we'll be seeing complete whiteout conditions throughout northern Maine. It could bring in incredibly heavy snow as well for Bangor and Caribou. Again, completely whiteout conditions, harsh conditions on roads. Again, it's going to be very heavy, but also not as long lasting though. But again, we'll start to see some lake effect snow hanging out around these areas though, but nothing too serious. Really power outages wise for Maine. Up again now, snowfall totals, what we have left to come. It is still showing me a chance for 3 inches left throughout for eastern Indiana, maybe 2 inches left for Indianapolis. Again, could be seeing this Appalachia snowfall, could be seeing up to 2 to 5 inches near the Great Smoky Mountains, and then closer into the Mid-Atlantic, we'll be seeing up to 5 to 7 inches of snowfall. Could be seeing up to half a foot of snow left for Cleveland, up to 3 to 4 inches left for Toledo. Same thing, up to 2 to 4 inches left for Detroit and Lansing. Could be seeing near Jamestown, New York, where we have the blizzard warnings. Could be seeing close to really 10 to 11 inches of snowfall. We could be getting half a foot of snowfall as well out there near Erie, Pennsylvania. We could be seeing up to 1.5 feet up there in upstate New York with up to 23 inches of snowfall. And again, near the Syracuse area, near the Rochester area, we could be seeing up to 1/2 foot of snowfall as well. And then seeing up to 1/2 foot of snowfall into Vermont. So definitely a major system. And now snowfall totals here for the GFS and the NAM3CAM model. Still showing, like I said, 2 to 3 inches left for Indiana, up to 2 to 3 inches for Detroit. And as they've already seen, around 3 inches. Up to 4 inches left for Toledo, and up to 1/2 foot left for Cleveland. Could be seeing 15 inches near Jamestown. Again, that's quite a lot of snow there, and up to 2 feet of snow for upstate New York. Could be seeing a 32-inch range, which is crazy. A foot or more for the Buffalo area and Niagara Falls. And again, up to 1.5 feet as well, to 2 feet near Mount Washington. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye guys.